Okay, now I have I threaded my needle. You pull one end of the multiple strands through to the other. I'm not gonna I'm gonna leave one end loose, and then I'm gonna tie a knot. The way you tie a knot is you wrap the string around your finger about 3 times, and sometimes this works for me beautifully, and sometimes it doesn't. Then you kind of push the bulk of threads down and pull the tail, and sometimes like I said, sometimes it's now. Actually was lucky today, I got a very good knot. Usually I sometimes I don't, and I just keep going. What well, anyway. Okay, now running stitch. You have to kind of feel around with your needle until you find the place that you want to come up. You're working from the bottom. You're pushing that needle up from the bottom. You're going to pull it up, pull it all the way through. And it's important to pull. Now I'm going to go down, up, down. The embroidery thread, like I said, I'm using DMC embroidery thread, and this is DMC number 444. I don't know if it's pale lemon or it's a lemon, it's a type of lemon, but I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to post a link to my blog where you can see. Uh, so what I did, I worked from the bottom, and then I pushed it up. I'm going to find that place again, and we're going to do a project in just a minute. And I'm going to show you. You don't have to have these little markers, but it's a good way to learn the stitch. Up, down, up, down. Now when you get to the end of the line, you just from the bottom I start at the nearest place, turn my hoop around, and I use a square hoop on a project like this, but I now that one's off, so I don't like that. I'm going to try to go back through the same hole, which is almost impossible to do that delicately. I was lucky. If you don't, you just have to unthread your needle and pull it out, and then rethread your needle up, down. Okay, I think we've had enough of this lesson that you can understand. Well, I'll go ahead and finish it. Okay, up. Okay, the reason it's called running, I think, is that when you get really good at this, or kind of good, you can do this all, and you can do it quickly. You can run across that area. I think that's the reason it's called the running stitch. I don't know quite why it is called that. But reason I want to go ahead and finish this, I'm going to show you how I knot my thread at the end. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's the same principle as weaving: in, out, in, out, in, out. Um, Sewing and weaving are centuries old. I'm quite sure that primitive people at least sewed. I'm not sure if they wove, but I'm fairly sure that they wove, if nothing more than to weave reeds and grasses together to make mats and to uh, make their houses. So the principle is an age old principle. It's an important thing to learn. Everyone should learn it. Boy, girl, man, woman, youngins, and grannies. Okay, now I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of the sewing area. I'm turn it over. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take just a tiny, tiny, tiny stitch, tiny, pull it through almost to the end, loop my needle through the edge, through the thread in the loop, and I'm going to do it twice just to be sure. Now that one wasn't so great, but it's okay. Now I'm going to cut that off. Now that's knotted. That's pretty permanent. So that's how you do the running stitch. Now I'm going to show you in just a second how to make a patriotic project with basically just the running stitch.